All right, guys. So once again, we got to talk about some of the woke nonsense that is being said in Congress by so-called doctors, okay? People who call themselves medical professionals who don't go along with established science and medicine, okay? Who would rather avoid being called racist, sexist, homophobic bigots than to just admit the truth, even if it makes them sound stupid, even if it makes them sound like they should not have a medical degree and should not be practicing medicine on patients, given how they don't believe in basic biology. And the doctor we're going to talk about here today, who said something that, again, I just can't believe we have doctors saying, is Mr. Bhavik Kumar, who's a Planned Parenthood doctor who came before Congress to discuss the issue of abortion, okay? And he was asked by Republican Andrew Clyde from Georgia if men can get pregnant, because, you know, the left told us that men are supposed to shut up when it comes to this conversation about abortion because we can't get pregnant. But at the same time, the left is also saying that men can in fact get pregnant. So again, this Republican congressman asked Dr. Kumar if men can in fact get pregnant, and I want you guys to take a listen at his very disturbing but not necessarily shocking answer. Take a look.
Dr. Kumar, can biological men become pregnant and give birth?
So men can have pregnancies, especially trans men.
So can biological men become pregnant and give birth? So are you saying that a biological female who identifies as a man and therefore becomes pregnant is, quote, a man? Is that what you're saying?
These questions about who can become pregnant are really missing the point. I'm here to talk about what's happening in Texas.
This is me asking a question and you answering. I'm asking the question, sir, not you.
Right, and I'm answering the question. Somebody with a uterus may have the capability of becoming pregnant, whether they're a woman or a man. That doesn't make a difference.
Okay, we're done.
Not every person with a
this
uterus
isn't complicated.
has the ability
Let
to
me
become
tell you,
pregnant.
if a person has
This
a
is
uterus
medicine.
and is born female, they are a woman. That is not a man, and the vast majority of the world considers that to be a woman because there are biological differences between men and women. I mean, clearly, any high school biology class teaches that men and women have different chromosomes. Females are XX chromosome and male are XY chromosome. I can't believe it's necessary to say this, but men cannot get pregnant and cannot give birth, regardless of how they identify themselves.
Yeah, again, this is very disturbing for multiple reasons, okay? The first reason is that this guy, this Dr. Kumar here, was asked point blank, can biological men get pregnant? Now, even if this doctor buys into the woke gender ideology, which he does, okay, based off what he's saying, the answer to that question, again, regardless of whether or not you believe in the woke gender biology, is no, okay? Because biological men can in fact not get pregnant. Like, there's nothing transphobic, okay, about that statement, about that fact, because that is true. And any trans person living in reality should acknowledge that that is true. But instead, this doctor, because, I don't know, he doesn't want to sound like a bigot, even though facts aren't bigoted, he basically deflects and says, yes, men can get pregnant, especially trans men, right? So are you implying that biological men can in fact get pregnant? Because you're saying especially trans men, as if, again, trans men and men both can get pregnant. And that's the part of this that really blows my mind. Because you have a doctor here who has an easy question and answer, but he can't answer it in the name of wokeness. Again, he gave an answer that implies that biological men and trans men are in fact the same, and that they can get pregnant, right? Which, again, is some blasphemous stuff to say as a doctor, okay? I understand the woke doctors, right? I understand the woke distinction. The ones that come out here and say, well, when I say men can get pregnant, what I mean is that trans men can get pregnant in the sense that they can get pregnant because they are born with female body parts, but how they identify from a social perspective is as a man. Biologically, they're still, female, which is why they can get pregnant. That is the woke explanation, right? This is beyond woke, okay? This is getting into the territory of insanity and delusion, because that is what this doctor is. He is insane and he is delusional. But ultimately what this is, guys, is an attempt to do what I've been saying is the goal of this whole woke gender movement in the first place, which is to distort reality, right? Facts don't matter. The only thing that matters is narrative. Whatever the left says is true, regardless of the facts and the evidence, okay? And this is just another attempt. This is why we can't give in to this woke gender movement, because as we've seen, Democrats will distort reality to fit whatever narrative that they needed to fit, and this is a part of that. That's all this is. And in this case right here, the whole woke gender movement, the reality distortion is that anybody who identifies as the opposite sex is biologically that sex, just based off what they think, right? What he's saying is that no. Women who want to be men are in fact biological men. There is no distinction, right? That's exactly what he really wants to say. That's what he really wants to say. I mean, he knows it's not true, but that's what he wants to say. That's where it's going. They're trying to literally make biological sex 100% irrelevant. Okay, they're trying to move it from the conversation. They won't acknowledge it because they don't want to hurt people's feelings, right? They don't want to break the bad news to them that, hey, no matter how much you want to be the opposite sex, you can't be, right? You can't change your biology. Doesn't matter how much science evolves. You are who you are, and you should accept it. No. Don't tell them the hard truth. Keep lying to them, right? And keep going either further. Tell them, no, you're not just a trans woman. Okay, you're a biological woman, right? You're a biological woman, right? You're a biological man, and you can get pregnant. But again, at the same time, these same people will say, oh, men, right? They shouldn't have a right to say anything about the topic of abortion because men can't get pregnant, which implies there is a biological difference between men and trans men. So again, I don't know which one is it. I really don't. I'm confused from the left. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.